Attention! Attention! May I have everyone's attention? It's almost time, so while you're waiting, get a piece of paper out, something to write with. I don't care if it's a pencil, pen, marker, lipstick, I don't care what it is. Then get your movie ready to where all you have to do is press play and get any snacks and drinks you want while waiting, because we're gonna have a blast once we start. Enjoy.
Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Are you guys ready to watch the Book of Din Djarin? Yeah, let's get it. No, I'm just playing. I want to see the Book of Boba Fett, and I hope that's what we end up getting. But how's it going everybody? Hope you guys are all having a great night so far. Got a little hello there for you guys.
Hello there.
Hello there. Alright, so I'm going to be refreshing just, every couple minutes here. Oh, it's already there. Yeah, I just did, because I'm like, normally they've been coming a little bit early, so it's already pulled up here. That's awesome. So go ahead and pull it up on your guys' end. It should be there. Alright, I have mine pulled up now. I'm going to quickly full screen it. What's going on, Red Nation? Ladison, Oliver Green, hope you guys are doing well. Gotta go get ready for school, but I'll see you guys later. Alright, I'll see you later, man. I might have to start the stream a little bit early. I was wanting to talk to you guys for a minute, but I didn't know it was going to come this early. Try to start it like, an extra 10 minutes early, but hey, note to self for the next one. Alrighty, so here we go, guys. In 3, 2, 1, 0, go. I'm not skipping the recap as always, just to let you guys know. Uh-oh. It's not a... Oh, there we go. Look how fast they did that. Oh, alright, let's see. Visit your little friend. I guess. Oh no. I'm like having mixed feelings about this right now. Cool intro as always though. I'm here, let's go, baby! Don't really have Disney Plus though? Aw, dang. Well, I don't know how entertaining this is gonna be for you then. Oh, is that the old friend he's talking about? Dumb. The music's really good though. As always. Wow. Interesting. I think that's actually the very first time they actually showed it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's not the friend. Oh man, here we go. It's gonna be what I think it is. Might as well enjoy it though, huh? This is so cool. I gotta be honest. I mean, this is totally Book of Boba Fett, but I want to act like it's not and just enjoy it because I have a good feeling about this. Oh man, I cannot get the smile off my face, dude. Oh. I'm so excited. Oh, dude, that's so dope. Oh, wait, never mind. I thought that was something else. Okay, never mind. I thought that was something else. I'm getting my hopes up a little bit right now. You lower them. I shut down. Where's his jetpack? Did I miss where he put it? Oh man. I thought he'd look a little bit better though, I'm not gonna lie. I thought they did a better job in the finale. Okay, that looks a little bit better, I guess. That's crazy. What? That's crazy. Dang. That's crazy. That's something, all right. Oh, dude, Ahsoka's there too? No way. Oh, that's cool. This is so cool. That's, oh man, mind blown. They just knuckle touch? That's cool. Oh, does he sense him? He senses him, huh? Think he did. I was gonna bring that up, but like maybe he's not that strong yet. Alright guys, it's the Luke Skywalker show now. Oh, dude, this like flashbacks. They are so playing on the nostalgia right now, dude. Oh. Okay, there you go. Is that like a black belt around him? That is hilarious. I don't know. That's funny. Oh man. That's crazy, man. Yeah, let's get back to the show. Don't forget the travel montage. Okay, that actually looks pretty dope. Here we go, guys. Oh my. I knew he was gonna go to the Jawas, dude. Maybe, maybe not. I thought for sure that if I'm like, who else does he know on Tatooine? Is it the Jawas? I'm like, they wouldn't really serve as good foot soldiers, but I mean, he might think of them as like this. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, those guys. Oh man. More careful. No way. No way. That's kind of mean. Oh crap. Oh man, dude, this is crazy. Here we go. Dude, they get in a duel. Cobb Vanth is dead. That's him. That's crazy. Oh no. Dang, bro. Are you kidding me? Oh. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. At least I can give him a cause. They're both dead. Called it. Don't mess with Bane. Dude. Oh, bro. Oh, I'm sure he'll make it out alive. Oh, that's cool. I bet you I noted it. Yep, I knew it. Knew it. That's crazy, dude. Come on, Luke. Get both. Jesus Force, grab both. I already know. I was gonna go Mando. Unless he'll let him go both, which he isn't. And that's it. Okay. Oh. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? Where do I begin? Unbelievable. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and stop the timer here. This episode I love but hate at the same time once again. First off, still no Boba, but at least they contributed towards the actual story. So that's a plus. Although the majority of it was still, not. But besides that, right? There's so many cool things. Seeing R2 again, Luke Skywalker, oh man, Ahsoka, and then them meeting each other. Oh man, oh, that's so good, so good. And then Cad Bane, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy we got to see him in live action. But I have a problem with that too because it's not in a flashback like I wanted. It's in this time frame, dude. Bane's like an old man. Oh man, I don't. Oh, I don't like that. I don't know how I feel necessarily about that, but especially since I wanted Cad Bane to already, die from Boba, and now that it's officially canon, that I don't know. In my personal canon, Boba Fett killed Cad Bane in that duel, and that's why he's my favorite bounty hunter. But technically in factual canon, then that means Boba Fett isn't even my favorite bounty hunter then. Book of Mando still, yes. And, oh man, it's just, I love it and hate it at the same time. And let me explain. There's a lot of things I hated. But even if we take, let's say we took it as like a normal Star Wars episodes or, Mandalorian or whatever you want to call it, right? Because only some of that was even the Mandalorian. It was still the Mandalorian, but also mixed with, Ahsoka, almost something that you see out of the Ahsoka show. I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. But I'll tell you what I did love about it is the fact that one, it gave me that Star Wars immersion feeling at least most of the time, as good as Disney can do, basically. In other words, that's kind of what I was hoping for, like the Rise of Skywalker, for example, right? So I didn't like. I'm not. If you guys don't know, I'm not a big fan of the sequel trilogy. I didn't like Force Awakens. I hated The Last Jedi. And then in Episode 9, I'm just like, you know what? Go nuts. You know, I know you're not gonna be able to repair the series. I know it's already gonna be bad, but just go in there and just go ham, man. Just do all kinds of crazy cool stuff. And I feel like, the Book of Boba Fett, don't get me wrong, I was actually really enjoying it. I thought I was doing pretty good. But it's like the majority of the episodes, 4 through 7, to set it up. 5 ends up being The Mandalorian. I'm like, there's only 2 more episodes. 1 more now, right? Because this one's taken up. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? It wasn't going to be like how I expected it anyways. It's going to be way different. I'm probably going to be upset with a lot of the decisions. So I'm like, you know what? I am happy about this episode because at least they took the opportunity and they went for it. Almost kind of like that Rise of Skywalker deal. A lot of this, I don't even know if I'm going to be including this show in my personal canon anymore. I really don't think so. I mean, the majority of it didn't even include Boba Fett or progress the story at all. It just progressed, Din Djarin's story. I'm pretty sure that Grogu is going to be one of 2 things, okay? Both of them, the common thing that they have is the Mandalorian. There's no way that I feel like they're going to do that just because of the money. I don't see how that progresses the story at all. Especially when you look at season 2 and the finale. I mean, look at season 3 of The Mandalorian. Grogu's going to be back again. Are you kidding me? I mean, they didn't have that little cockpit in the N1 Starfighter for nothing. I mean, that's also another, thing. But one thing's going to happen. He's going to just go ahead and choose the Mandalorian armor and go with him. And Luke can be sad, whatever. I don't know. Don't care right now. And then the second thing is he's going to basically choose both and not really care what Luke says, even though Luke may not train him or whatever. He'll be both, and he'll wield the Darksaber as being the next, Jedi Mandalorian combo, like I predicted back in season 1. All the way back from Fizla. So who knows what the route's going to go there, but like I said, none of that contributed towards the Book of Boba Fett story. I think I looked and it was around like the 30-minute mark, 30 minutes in, and then it finally brought in. Boba was in it, but I mean, barely. You know what I mean? Not as much as he should be in a lot more. Still saw more of Mando. But about 30 minutes in is kind of when we actually started to get to the story. It was from basically the 20, we'll give it the 28-minute mark, okay? We'll see that. Let me see if it's a little bit before. Crap, I'll even include the travel montage ever since we see Tatooine. So 26:41, okay? And then we put it all the way up to basically, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. It doesn't even last till 40, but let's say 40 minutes, right? So let's say 26 to 40. 14 minutes of actual Boba Fett story time. Man, there's a lot to break down in this episode. A lot of things, like I said, I love. A lot of things I hate. Let's kind of go through them because this is just one of those episodes I feel like rewatching right now. I won't be able to do the whole thing right now because I do got to get up early. But start off with the Cobb Vanth thing. Obviously, showed up the Pikes there at the beginning. And then we get, Mando going to, visit his old friend. Obviously, we all knew it was, Grogu. At first, I thought maybe, wait a second. Is he talking about Cobb Vanth, his old friend? I'm like, I thought for sure he meant Grogu. And then, it was just the little beginning there. And then they went back to Mando and him visiting and everything. What's up, school? I'm awake. That's what I'm talking about, man. How's it going? We are talking about spoilers of, this recent episode of the Book of Boba Fett. So if you don't want spoilers, now is the time to leave. So we saw R2-D2. Once I saw R2-D2, I'm like, we're seeing Luke. I could not smack that smile off my face. At first, where I was getting a little excited when we saw the top of the rock, I thought maybe that, he was teaching Grogu how to lift the rocks and stuff. I was just playing more on our nostalgia, but it was then the stupid droids or whatever. But I just saw the rock move up, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I'm like, oh wait, never mind. It's just a droid. And then obviously we see Luke. There were some shots where I felt like Luke actually looked pretty good, and then other times where I was just like, okay, it definitely does not give me Luke feels. You know what I mean? And I missed a bit of school. I don't mind. I haven't even watched the 4th episode of Mando season 2. It's all good, man. It's all good. All right. So if you don't mind, love-hate relationship once again. I love that they just went ham with it and they just tried to, do some crazy stuff. I'm all for it. But like I said, in terms of lore, a lot of it doesn't fit. I mean, actually, I'd say still a lot of it does fit in lore. There's just some things that don't, but I'd say the vast majority of it doesn't fit within the show. Once again, I mean, how many minutes did I say it was? Like 14 minutes that actually contributed towards the story, and Boba was just standing there for like a minute. It's just like, no. And one more episode? No. So I'm giving it my ranking right now. I'm not going to give the overall ranking of like the show out of 10 right now because the last episode will definitely be a big deal. But in terms of the Book of Boba Fett, I don't like it. As in terms of like Star Wars lore and my personal canon, right? I hold Star Wars episodes 1 through 6 and the Clone Wars. I'll even include, I'm very hit and miss with Rebels, and I feel like that's also kind of what I'm gonna do with this show. Is it's gonna be hit and miss. Some things I'll include, some things I won't. I'll be nitpicky, but I'm allowed to. It's my personal canon. You know what I mean? Obviously, the fact is that all this stuff is canon, but I mean, so is the sequels, and the sequels doesn't make any sense. So, at least to me. If it makes sense to some people, I have no clue where your brain's at with Star Wars. I'm glad you still enjoy it. I hope you can convince me one day, but until that day comes, I have no clue where your brain's at. Do not understand. But yeah, just tons of, training there with Grogu. That's another thing. That Order 66 scene though. Bro, I was hoping that wouldn't end. That was dope. I love that. In fact, we're going to rewatch that because that Order 66 scene with Grogu, dude. Oh man. Dude, I can't wait for Kenobi now just to see cool things like that, man. Unbelievable. I did not think we were going to get that at all. Masterpiece. And what was that? Okay, that's another thing too, right? We already learned it. Okay, there's a new force power introduced in canon. Where Luke is actually able to help Grogu remember the past with the Force. That's crazy. And now I'm curious, did Luke see what he remembered? Or is he just helping Grogu, and Grogu's there's so much more that opens up in terms of like Force powers as well. That's crazy. Oh man, that's so cool Order 66 scene there. I think it's just because and it was in the Jedi Temple, it's just like, we only get to see so little of it, I feel like anything we get, we just kind of gotta cherish, It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, though, these are kind of like, I mean, yeah, the Jedis were caught off guard, but I mean, they're already, like, deflecting a lot of the laser bolts from the clones. You'd think they'd take out a couple more clones here. Because, I mean, how many are actually here? Let's be real here. Let's look at the beginning here. See if we can count all of the clones. Starts off with Grogu. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I see one in the back, 5, maybe one in the center. So let's say 6 right there. Okay, now there's more. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now I see 8. Now I see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I still see 8. Maybe a 9th one if you really wanted to make that one out. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then maybe, I'm guessing 2 more at max right there. So possibly 10, but I don't see 10. Oh, there we go. That's a much clearer shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the 10th one just basically got shot right now. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 just in that angle. You know, I don't know. I just feel like they would be able to take out a couple more. They're definitely taking out a couple, but I just thought is, you know, Jedis that are in the Jedi Temple right now are already fighting. Like, it's hard to tell because it keeps going back from Grogu and then the what are you seeing? There's the first Jedi. And yeah, see, I didn't get to see how he got shot. It was kind of crazy. It's the, you know, just back and forth stuff. Yeah, see, and then the close-up on the clone. They did that very well. I gotta say, they did that very, very well. Hiding things like that, so you can't quite see it. But another thing, right, is he points towards Grogu. So who the heck saved him? So that means they're running towards him instead of shooting at him. So they're like trying to get a closer shot to shoot him, right? So who's going to come in between that moment and just slaughter all of those clone troopers to save Grogu? That's going to have to be something for, I'm sure, the Ahsoka show or maybe Mandalorian Season 3 if they can ever use that Force power again to get his memory turning. Or maybe if he can talk. Obviously, a lot of nostalgia pulls. You know, I saw things from Empire Strikes Back, you know, Yoda jumping, all that stuff. Yoda saber, obviously. They brought up basically Anakin, which is also really cool that Ahsoka brought that up. But like I said, this isn't the Book of Boba Fett stuff. This is just me kind of like going through the fighting style that Luke did. The training, oh man, there's just so much good entertaining stuff. But then, like I said, some of the, just disappointed that we didn't get Cad Bane in a flashback. It's just the fact that we got him in live time. I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't live much more than humans. Let's see. Okay, so that means past is approximately 5 years. Okay, yeah. So what, about 31 years around? Looks like, just about. So over 30 years. I mean, I guess I could see it. But I'm still disappointed because I wanted Boba to already kill him. So I didn't like it. Man, so much good stuff. I'm so glad Cad Bane obviously won the duel there between both of the guys. And then we cut back with Luke and Grogu at the end. Directed by Dave Filoni. I am very excited for the next episode. Not in terms of lore, but now I'm at the point where I'm like, throw lore out the window, man. Throw it out. Go crazy. Because I am taking this show like I do Rebels. I feel like I can't put it Clone Wars level. Not even close. Not even close in terms of, because I got to kind of measure it off of like, I don't know. This is how I kind of measure the Disney stuff. Can I include it in my personal canon? Is it that good? Is it, you know, does it contribute towards the lore and not ruin anything? That's basically the two things that, you know, gets into my personal lore. Does it, one, you know, not mess up anything? If so, check. Does it at least add something to Star Wars? Or is it just, you know, a rehash of something? You know what I mean? If it passes those two tests, then I'll include it. And I feel like some things in Rebels really did nail it, and I'm like, that's good. I'll include that. And then there's other things, like the World of Worlds, where I'm like, that is so stupid. Get that out of Star Wars right this second. If you're going to bring something like that in here, you better explain it. Not this little mumbo jumbo. We'll figure it out as we go. No, no. And then the sequels did that as well. So that's out. That's out. Solo I thought was good. I didn't see any problems with Solo. I include that in my personal canon. Rogue One, I don't see any problems with Rogue One. I include that in my personal canon, right? The Mandalorian, I have different little mixed reactions. By the way, has anybody noticed how some of the aliens just don't look as good as they did back in 1980 when, Return of the Jedi came out? Even like from Empire, the Trandoshan of Bosk, right? Look at the Trandoshans in here and they still look like really a lot worse. I don't know. I just feel like they look a lot better back then, and even in the prequels compared to how things look now. It's really weird because technology has moved a long way. They should be able to make it better, so it's kind of weird. What's going on, Darth Vader? Hope you're doing well. So how'd you guys enjoy the episode? You guys let me know. But yeah, it's like I said, I'm putting this show with in the same category of Rebels, and where I'm kind of picking and choosing. The Mandalorian, I'm not quite giving how I feel about it yet, because there's some things I really liked, and then there's something, like I said, I'm not sure on, but then again, they could further explain it. So right now, I'm going to put the Mandalorian in that same category. So I have the Rebels in that category. I have the Book of Boba Fett in that category. I'll have the Mandalorian in that category, at least until the Mandalorian is done and I can take a look at it. But I have all three of those Disney shows that they've done so far in that category. I have the three sequel movies I don't include at all in that category. And then I have the actual personal canon category, which I have, 1 through 6, Clone Wars movie, Solo, Rogue One. Best one so far. I mean, entertainment-wise, yeah, I agree, 100%. And that's all I want from this show. That's all I want from Disney from now on. Even the Kenobi show, I gotta be honest, I have no faith in them. I don't. After looking at this show and seeing that they only nailed 2 things out of, let's see. We're not gonna go by episodes. We're gonna be fair and just consider, the show an equal point is to a movie. They got 7, 8, and 9. Rogue One, Solo, Book of Boba Fett, Star Wars Rebels, The Mandalorian. Am I missing anything? I'm not including the stupid Resistance show or any of that crap. I'm talking about the main stuff. That's 8, right? 2 out of the 8. That means 1/4, a quarter. Dang, that still feels a lot less though, huh? I like a quarter. I say a bit more of the quarter, but at least a quarter of it's like guaranteed in my personal canon, So I'd probably say 30 to 40% that Disney made are actually in my personal canon. But in terms of like this, I don't know. I'm losing faith in them, man. I just am. I don't like certain things. I think the Kenobi show will be good. I have no doubt it'll be good. I just don't know if it's going to be to my standards of lore. I mean, I don't know. It's the reason why I don't have a lot of faith in them right now about that show is because it's delicate. Boba Fett isn't even that delicate, and I feel like they didn't even get close. There's one more episode. I just don't think that they nailed Boba Fett. And one episode's not going to do it, in my opinion. I missed it, bro. I fell asleep. Well, go watch it. It's pretty entertaining. But I hope the Kenobi show is good. My hype. Don't get me wrong. My hype is still up there for it, but I'm still keeping my hopes, in check. And after watching this, I'm like, yep, keep them in check, Gray. Keep them in check. Because it's so fragile. One little thing they can say or have Kenobi do and just ruin it all. And I'm going to be critical of it, like I am of this show, I mean, as I was with the sequels. I don't really know what else to say. So I'm going to just give it my Rise of Skywalker speech. Make it freaking shine. Make it shine. Make it entertaining. I don't care what you do. Break lore. Do whatever you're gonna do. I mean, you've already broken the lore. You know, if it somehow doesn't break the lore for like the majority of it, then just keep going. You know, don't go crazy. But if they just break one thing, just go crazy with it. I mean, at that point, I don't really care. So, I'll be the decider if it goes into my personal canon or not. You know. I thought it ended, but I'm back. It did end. We were just kind of like talking about it. That's all. Boba was in it, right? For like a minute. Literally, bro, for like a minute. And he's just standing around. Did he even speak? I think he did speak, but it was, I mean, come on, let's be real here. It was for what? I want to find out how long did he, like, did he even speak? I mean, Fennec's doing most of the talking. Alright, so here it is. Based on the whispers. Yes. Get on with it. It's all Fennec talking right now. We see Boba. He looks over at her. Din Djarin. Yep, that's all Fennec. He nods his head at Din Djarin. Does he even talk? I thought he said one line or something. Could be wrong, though. He looks over to the other side. Din Djarin. Oh no, I don't think he does. May? Wait. He does it! Okay, so I mean I'm all for, you know, Boba, you know, speaking no words at all, but I mean he literally just stood there. Looked to the left. Looked to the right. That was it. That's literally it, dude. Oh man. But at least they actually contributed, you know, 14 minutes towards the story out of the entire... How long was this one? It was a total of 48 minutes with the credits and everything. So, hey, at least we got 14 minutes of it contributing to the story. Oh, I am so making that edit, though. With Robert Rodriguez. I'm going to show the stuff from The Mandalorian that we got from Boba. And then I'm going to show Robert Rodriguez, you know, basically, I'm going to have a clip of what he said, how we were gonna, you know, this is gonna be super hyped up, you know, like that was nothing. So far it seems like that's everything. Jeez, like I don't think we've gotten a better scene than that in terms of, you know, Boba Fett. Hey, just joined. Did you like it? Entertainment wise, golden. Loved it, 100%. Lore wise, I thought it wasn't great. At least lore wise, and in terms of Book of Boba Fett, right? I didn't like it. I don't know. There's some really cool lore things that 100% are going to go in my personal canon. But there's also some things I was just like, I don't know. I feel like the Cad Bane one is a big thing for me, though. But that's more along the lines of the actual storyline rather than, you know, the whole Luke and Grogu and stuff. I feel like they made a bad decision with Luke there, too. I don't picture Luke as saying, choose one. You're going to be a Jedi, you're going to go with Mando. You know, it's just like, Luke, you're supposed to be different. I mean, I get you're supposed to pass on what you've learned, but you didn't learn like that. You know, I mean, yeah, I guess he kind of did through Yoda, but it looks different. I don't know. Call it Luke in my head, call it whatever you'd like, but I don't know. There were some things I had in terms of lore that I didn't like a few different places. But entertainment-wise, I thought it was great. Din Djarin steal the show once more again? Yeah, I know. He was in it way more than Boba. You know, I don't know. I mean, let's be real here. Can we all agree that Grogu is coming back to the Mandalorian? All right, give me 1 sec here, guys. All right, my bad. Just a little doggy here. Sorry if you can hear him. He's just gonna be breathing hard or, you know, doing his little thing. And no stupid sharp teeth. I mean, I didn't really care too much about that. I was just so hyped up in a lot of it, just seeing certain things. I couldn't smack that smile off my face, you know, when I saw R2. I knew Luke was coming. You know, I knew Grogu. Obviously, he was gonna go see Grogu. I had a very strong speculation this was gonna happen, and talked about it earlier in my stream when I was playing some Star Wars Battlefront 2. You know, it's not a secret. But I am pretty sure that it's gonna be one of two things, right? He's gonna go straight and pick one, and that's gonna be Mando, and he's gonna be back for season 3. Got to make that money, right? Got to make that precious money. They'll move the story where the money is, right? And I know I know that's it, and they're not doing it for the story, because then what's the whole point of everything that's happened in The Mandalorian so far? Everything. What's the point? That means all of that main quest stuff that we've been talking about, all the way up to the finale, nothing. Means nothing. No wait. All that's gone. Because in season 3, episode 1, watch him be back. Or if he's not back in episode 1, it might be a flashback, take place from the finale, figure out what's going on with Bo-Katan, Bo-Katan, whatever you want to pronounce it, right? And it's no longer going to be about Mandalorian. I mean, it could still be about Mandalorians, but it's not going to be that main focus anymore, right? There's still going to be a lot more Grogu stuff, I feel like. So there's that, or it's going to be like my theory that I had in Mandalorian season 1, where Grogu is going to be the next Mandalorian and Jedi, basically choose both, even though Luke said not to. So that means he'd have to go train by himself, I guess, without Luke. Unless Luke changes his mind, and he's gonna just, be the second place, the second Jedi and Mandalorian, all the way back from Vizsla, and wield the Darksaber. But yeah, you going to do a live stream and play Battlefront with your viewers later on today? No. If anything, it'll be a video if I can get that out, and then I'll be doing a stream on Thursday. In comics, Yoda's saber was destroyed, so they deviated from canon. Was it a canon comic though? And it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I wasn't trying to think about what I'm trying to say here. I didn't even have a really big problem with them bringing up Yoda's saber. In fact, I thought that was actually pretty cool. Actually, no, I don't. Now that I actually think about it, no, that also doesn't make sense, because he never got it back when he fought against the Emperor in Revenge of the Sith. So now they're just pulling another Maz on us, from The Force Awakens. It's a story for another time of how she basically got Luke's saber, or Anakin's saber, from Empire Strikes Back when it fell down, in Cloud City. So it's basically just one of those, but with Yoda, because that was with the Coruscant Guards and the Emperor. So yeah, now I am kind of curious how Luke got that. Yeah, see, I'm just going off of things off the top of my head, and you mentioned that to me. So I'm sure there's even more things, and I'm sure there probably is a comic that talked about that or something. They have tons of canon comics now that not even the story group can keep track of. So I doubt Filoni and stuff knows all about that junk. It's because Disney's, why? They make everything that, just money, 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 money. Milk that cow, just money, 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 money. It's just like, dude, the money will come. Just focus on the story, or, you know what? Crap, you can make money, money, money. Just, why are you making it canon? Why do you gotta make every single thing canon? I mean, I think the video game concept was also kind of cool, but also be a little careful, at least in the multiplayer games, because then you're even limiting the game development. That's just games in general, right? You also got the, the 20 series book novels, junky stuff, right? That, oh, you want to know this? This important part that we should have explained in the movie? Just read this, these books here, or look at these comics. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going for entertainment now. I'm giving it the Rise of Skywalker speech, and I'm giving everything else in the future for Disney the Rise of Skywalker speech. I won't be disappointed. I just won't include it in my personal canon. Just make it entertaining. Go crazy with it. I was disappointed with Rise of Skywalker because they not only broke lore and destroyed everything, they didn't even make it kind of cool, man. Like, imagine, I would have loved it, man. Absolutely loved it entertainment wise if, you know, the World of Worlds showed up somehow next to go. Who cares why or how? I mean, crap, they haven't explained anything else in that film, so why not just throw it in there? Have all the Jedis from all these different eras start coming out. Same thing with the Sith, right? And kind of have like an endgame battle, but with all the Jedi and all the Sith. Crap, throw some Grey Jedis in there, you know? Throw some Mandalorians in there. Just have an all-out freaking war. Who cares? You know, just do something crazy. But, anyways, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. I feel like that episode definitely took a page from that book. Just went crazy. Who cares? Just go for it. And I'm glad they did it. So I'd say I'm overall happy with the episode just because the Book of Boba Fett is not... I'm putting it in the same group of Rebels. You know? A little disappointed. I gotta say, I always tell myself, right? Keep your expectations, your hopes in check, right? It's Disney. And I even had that going into this, but I gotta say, somehow, I still am a little disappointed that they couldn't even keep basic stuff. But I don't know. That's just me getting my hopes up too much again. Bro, I barely watched episode 3 on Mando season 2. You liked it? That's cool. All right. So yeah, I want to know what you guys think about it. All right, I'm gonna go watch it now. Stream's probably gonna be over by the time I finish it. Have a good night. All right, I'll see you later, Kodo. Hope you enjoy, man. Yeah, because it was destroyed, but I guess not. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, even if it wasn't destroyed, how the heck did they get it from Palpatine? You know, that's crazy. So apparently Yoda had it the whole time? No, he couldn't have, because he has been on Dagobah the entire time. He went into exile. That's what he said in Revenge of the Sith. That's what he did. And he stayed there, and he died there. So that means if they're going to try and make anything just with the saber thing work, Luke's going to have to find it on his own, and Yoda not know about it. So there's one episode left, I believe so. Yeah. To make your saber not the Force. I like the Mando series, but I just kept not watching it for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. I thought this was a great fun episode though. Like I said, definitely not in my personal canon. I'll pick and choose things, you know, kind of like I do in Rebels, but maybe, I mean, that could maybe be like a stream far into the future, or maybe even a video far into the future. I'm talking maybe a couple years away, because I'd have to go through and nitpick every single little thing in Rebels and nitpick every single thing in basically just Disney Star Wars in general. The only thing I can say in full confidence that I can 100 put in my, you know, personal canon without taking anything out would be Solo and Rogue One, which I think that they nailed. I think they did really good. I'm like, what happened to that team? And I try and give props to Dave Filoni, and I still do believe he is the #1 person to work on this stuff. But even he, you know, isn't the greatest in terms of like, I mean he is the greatest in terms of like, you know, over there at Disney, who's should be in charge of it, but it's not gonna be anything close to George Lucas, obviously, what he wanted. I really hope he respects George Lucas's wishes and doesn't reveal the home planet of, you know, Yoda's species, or doesn't give it a name. You know, I don't know how true this is, but I think I was doing a little bit of research on that stuff, and yeah, obviously George Lucas was there on the set for The Mandalorian, and they were talking about that stuff. And don't take my word for this. I look it up. It's just something I saw. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think I saw something where it said that George Lucas, or they told that, hey, they were thinking about the name Grogu. What are you thinking? What was the name you're gonna give it, right? And George Lucas even said, no, I wouldn't name it Grogu at all. And he gave him like a different suggestion. Obviously, they didn't go with that suggestion. So obviously they're doing their own thing, which is fine, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it without going on like a huge rant, which I feel like I kind of did, but I love Star Wars, and that's kind of where it comes from, you know? But overall, that was a good episode. I'm gonna go fight on Clash of Clans. Be back in 5 minutes. Well, I think that's all my first thoughts about it. Everything off the top of my head. I'm sure I'm sure there's a lot of crazy stuff in there too that I probably didn't even see. I'll be watching it a few times over again. And I'm done taking it seriously. I'm just gonna enjoy it. So anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this stream. I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. And I'll catch you all later. May the Force be with you always.